Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Star Wars The Bad Batch. Last time on The Bad Batch we had Decommissioned, where the gang was, or I guess I should say, The Batch, was dispatched to find a tactical droid and bring back all its info for Sid, because, well, that information's very handy if you're going against the Empire. However, they ran into the Martez sisters, who said they were trying to get the tactical droid for someone who would fight against the Empire. I've explained this horribly. They do end up giving them the information, and the Martez sisters call their employer and say, "Oh, maybe you could use them." And the assumption, at least my assumption, would be that maybe they did that for Bail Organa, but because they kept it all hidden and shadowy, I'm gonna say it's a little sus. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it. So, we might as well get right into this episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. Here we go.
Hyperdrive's online!
Got it!
Whoop. We're out.
That is one strange-looking lizard.
What's your client want it for?
Maybe it's a pet. Maybe he wants to turn it into a stew. Don't know. Don't care.
Nah.
As long as you get paid.
Yeah.
Now you're catching on.
No questions
and guess
asked.
what? That means you get paid too.
The mission's over. Can we go? Again, it's a tradition. It makes the kid happy. Aha. The kid.
Don't take long.
What do they go do?
Whoa.
That's it?
You said the job paid 3 times this.
For me, not for you. Rather generous considering the debt you owe me.
What debt?
The tactical droid.
Docking fees, port charges,
Oh.
gear, fuel, rations, and 20 cartons of Mantel mix?
That's part of the mission.
That'll be 14 credits for the Mantel mix.
Yeah. Put it on Sid's tab.
Wow. They don't put... That's just hilarious. Sorry about the mess.
Hey, what's going on in here? Who are you?
Rex!
Rex.
It's Rex! So good to see him. Captain.
It's been a while, boys. Where have you been, Rex? That's a long story.
Nuh. With Ahsoka?
Well, how'd you track us down? Trace and Rafa Martez. They said a squad of rogue clones helped them on Corellia.
Oh, that was
They
you?
told me I could find you here, and that you were traveling with a kid. Who is she?
So Rex hired?
Omega. She's a clone, like us.
Well, look who it is. Come here, Rex.
Oh.
Good to see you too, Rekka.
I thought you didn't like the rigs.
This one we like.
Yeah, it's the one we like.
You're a Generation 1,
Now, how'd you know that?
Oh.
from the lines in your face.
Huh. Good job.
Yeah, I guess I've been around.
You got that right.
He's pretty old.
Tech. Yeah, it's just a headache.
Which are becoming more frequent.
Yeah.
Is that so? If you're
So you know.
Concerned about the so-called inhibitor chips, don't be. Our deviant nature appears to have impeded their functionality. Except in Crosshair.
You're telling me you haven't removed your chips?
Nuh.
No, not yet.
Why don't we do that then? Oh, shit.
Rex, take it easy, Captain.
Ugh.
What's in your head is more dangerous than you can imagine. I've seen what happens when the chip activates.
Yeah.
I don't want to bury any more of our brothers. Trust me, it is not something you can control.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
He knows that from
It's
experience.
a risk you do not want to take. Well, how do you suggest we get them out?
Okay.
Good question. I'll be in touch.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, he got his out because of Ahsoka.
He wants to cut open my head.
All of our heads, actually.
Not mine. I don't have an inhibitor chip.
Why
Are you
not?
sure?
That's not fair.
This world has seen better days.
What is this place?
A starship graveyard. I'm picking up Rex's beacon.
Interesting place to meet. Still got full armor.
Right on time.
How's a junk planet gonna help us?
Follow me.
I love putting all the helmets on. Now that looks like the same ship that he and Ahsoka took at the end of Clone Wars.
Raqqa may not be much to look at.
It's much bigger up close.
Well,
This is an original Venator-class ship. The first batch off the line.
First off the line, huh? Just like you, Rex. Ha!
thank you, Wrecker. Oh, I don't like that.
What is it?
Nicely done.
You're up, Wrecker.
Duh.
Yeah, my head doesn't hurt anymore.
He's very heavy too.
That was close.
Whoop! Ow! Ah! Okay. You got lucky. Oh no.
That?
Wrecker, start climbing. Why?
Hurry!
Oh no! Just like in episode 4. Oh, good job. Fred, climb! Whoop! Oh, that's not good.
Wrecker.
Did he have a blaster? Ah, I don't like all these tentacles. Oh, okay. Good work.
Makes you miss battling clankers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Clankers were easy. I'm just gonna say Borgulid for that one.
This will do nicely.
I would no longer call this medical bay a sterile environment.
Nuh.
Do you prefer to use the facility on Camino?
This will do nicely.
Nuh. That's what I thought.
I'll calibrate the surgical pod.
Hey, some light.
Temporal intersection.
Get that away from me.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
Need to speed this up.
Chip is starting to get to him.
First we help the Padawan escape.
Relax. This won't hurt a bit.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no!
You're in direct violation of Order 66.
Ah, why did they have to say it specifically?
Wrecker?
Whoa! Whoop! I mean, they just gotta knock him out long enough to get the chip. Whoa! Okay, that didn't work. Ooh! Got his helmet.
All clones in violation of Order 66 shall be terminated.
Ah, come on! Oh. Oh, Omega, be careful. Here's Wrecker. Wrong place.
Conspiring with traitors makes you guilty of treason.
This is the most he's ever thought.
Friend.
Good soldiers
Ah!
follow orders.
Oh, okay. Good job.
Why don't you take Omega topside and get some air?
No. I'm staying until he wakes up.
Yes, ma'am. Oh.
Why the long face?
He's awake!
Oh, you made it.
Tech.
Back.
Not really the sentimental type.
1 chip down, 3 to go. Who's next?
Okay.
Oh, I tried to control it. I tried as hard as I could. I just couldn't make it stop.
I know, Wrecker. It's okay.
It wasn't you.
Still, I'm sorry.
The mission's over. We can't break tradition.
Thanks, kid.
I spent my life defending the Republic. Can't stop now. The Republic's gone, Rex. Not all of it. We're here. Others are out there too.
Well,
Just tell the boys I'll see them around. Stay out of trouble. Funny. I was gonna say the same to you. Well. Take care, Trooper. Captain. If you're ever in a bind, you know how to reach us.
alright. Good.
Intruders confirmed on the Jedi cruiser. Notify the Empire.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Good episode. Good episode. So nice to have Rex back, definitely. I mean, Rex is, I feel like he's everyone's favorite clone. I'm sure some of you guys will tell me that maybe you have a different favorite clone, but it's pretty easy to pick Rex as a favorite clone, so it's nice to see favorite clone back. So I like that. Good Rex episode, with the possibility maybe of seeing him in the future. So, top in the notes. The first thing I wrote down is Sid's tab, which is interesting. I do like this. Now we have this sort of consistent thing going on of the Bad Batch working for Sid, you know? Which, I mean, it was only a couple episodes ago now that we started working for her. But I like that's now our consistent thing going forward. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, just the whole thing of, oh, well, you guys cost me too much, the room and board and everything like that. And when they see it's like, oh, all this money on these, on this like candy or whatever, because that's where Omega and Wrecker go after every mission. I like that. So it definitely feels like there's also a lot more missions that we're not seeing. Like that there seems to be more between episodes that we're just not seeing. So, and I would imagine a decent amount of time is passing as well. So we also have the reveal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems like it's revealing that at the end of last episode, when Rafa talks to their employer, I believe it's implying that they were hired by Rex to get the tactical droid, which is interesting. So, which would make sense, that. Well, I mean. No, I don't know. I was trying to think of like some things that Rafa said in the last episode about clones, but I don't know. But yeah, but that still does make sense, that, and it would be Rex who would think like, okay, so how do we beat clones? And he thinks, well, the tactical droids were built for just such a purpose, So I like that. Then we had the whole thing with the inhibitor chips. It makes sense, Rex is immediate, like, we got to get those chips out of your heads, So that's good. And then, the resolution basically of Wrecker's headaches, and especially last episode when he was starting to fall under the control. So I like Braca. Very interesting location. You know, like you could do. I feel like you could do a lot of interesting stories here, where it's like, you know, it's a starship graveyard. You know, so you can go find a Jedi cruiser and find the medical bay, which is how Rex got his inhibitor chip out, which is pretty cool. So definitely a great location. We had the sea creature. I'm just gonna call it Borgullet because I don't know. I don't really know any other squid names, like whatever the squid thing was in The Force Awakens. I don't remember its name, but I do remember Borgullet. Borgullet. So, from Rogue One. But that was interesting. That whole thing, man, the whole thing of, like, you know, crossing over on, you know, on a wire, like, that does seem very terrifying. So, and especially for, you know, Wrecker, who's such a bigger guy, too. But yeah, that was really interesting. And then we had, again, the follow-through of Wrecker's inhibitor chip activating. I do like how they also say that, how he also says, you know, he was trying to fight it, but he just couldn't stop. You know, I would imagine it's almost like the Wrecker we know is sort of pushed to the subconscious while the inhibitor chip is front and center. So that's pretty interesting. I like that distinction there. But yes, so we do have Wrecker going against the others, which, I mean, that's the thing, you know, we had said, you know, Wrecker is a formidable foe. Like, I feel like if the four of them had to face one of the others, you know, if it was 4v1 with the Bad Batch, any of them would be very difficult, even for the four of them to overcome, you know, like Crosshair or in this instance, Wrecker. It only worked out, luckily, because Omega was able to survive long enough for Rex to get over there and stun him, you know? Like that's the thing. It was almost a fluke that they were able to beat Wrecker, you know, because he is, I mean, well, for God's sake, he's a Wrecker, you know? He is a Wrecker, and so it would be very difficult. So there is a part of me that kind of wants to see the Bad Batch taking on, like, you know, every single one of them and how they would win, how they would combat the others, you know. So, but this was good, and yes, this one was still pretty basic of, you know, he's big, he's strong, how do you overcome that? And it was basically just an endurance round until they were able to land a clean shot on him. But I like that. And it's also interesting just seeing the change in demeanor for Wrecker, because with Crosshair, we got some of it, but for the most part, I mean, he was always, you know, he's the one at the side, you know, he's the cool one at the side, oh, he's the sniper and stuff. And when he's under the chip, it's not that much different, you know? He's not actually that much different. So it's interesting to see the difference in Wrecker, where, you know, before he's the big lovable idiot, and then when it switches over, he becomes a lot more menacing, and, you know, he starts giving off, you know, these huge sentences and stuff, where it's like, you know, you're in violation of Order 66. Anyone who is found in violation of Order 66 will be terminated, you know, and you are an accomplice, you know, you're an accomplice, so you will be eliminated as well, you know, like, it's such a change in demeanor for Wrecker compared to Crosshair, which is very interesting. Excuse me, jeez. But yeah, and then we got our little horror movie moment of Omega trying to hide, which worked for a little bit. At the very least, it worked long enough for Rex to get over there and stun them, so I like that. And then they did remove all the inhibitor chips without any more problems, which was good. It is also interesting, you know, that it took a while, you know. It took a while for Wrecker to wake up, and then presumably that happened with the rest of them as well. So yeah, but that was interesting. I like that. And then just that good moment when he wakes up and it's like, why the long face, you know, and then he goes and apologizes to Omega. So I did like all of that. Again, just another really, really good episode. I kind of feel like I've been skimping out on these discussions recently, but I mean, I don't know. Some of these episodes where it's like, you know, things are happening, yes, but I don't know. I almost feel like there's not a ton to go into depth on and discuss. Like, some of it, like, okay, the fight with Wrecker, great fight, not much I can really analyze and go into about. So I feel like the past few episodes I've been giving shorter and shorter discussions about the Bad Batch, but still good episodes. Really, really good episodes. It does make you wonder, what is Rex doing right now? Which at the end of Clone Wars, I was kind of curious, what's going to happen next. Yes, we eventually. Oh, excuse me, jeez. Yes, we do eventually see Rex and Ahsoka later on in Rebels, but I was always curious what happened immediately after the end of the Clone Wars, which, to be fair, we've never known anything. We've never seen any stories from immediately after until now. So it does just sort of make me question, like, oh, I wonder what Rex and Ahsoka are up to. How are they combating the Empire and stuff like that? So I'm very curious about that. Hopefully, maybe they'll come back. At least Rex will come back in some capacity. I do like, they say, Hunter says at the end, hey, if you're ever in a bind, you know how to find us. So that is really good. And it really is interesting to see, after you watch the Bad Batch arc in Season 7 of Clone Wars, and it's like, oh, they're kind of, they always sort of mess with the regs. But they have developed this sort of brotherhood with other regs like Rex, or definitely with Echo, or even with Cut, as we saw in Episode 2. So I like all of that. Just the brotherhood that even extends to the Bad Batch. So like all that, really, really great. But that's basically it. Another really great episode. Again, good to see Rex, and I'm curious to see where we're going next time. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all my Bad Batch reactions. There's a playlist for all my Clone Wars reactions from Season 7. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button if you want to go check out any of those, as well as links in the description. See you guys later.